Hey, it's your boy Nathan, aka Six Cinema. Happy New Year. I've been gone for a while. I haven't posted a video at all. But for today's video, we are going to be looking at some lights. Actually, one light in particular. I just purchased the Godox SL-60W. Got it right here. Is this light worth it in 2021, or can you buy something better? Let's check it out. Like I said in the intro, I just picked up this brand new light, the Godox SL-60W, and honestly, first impressions when I opened the box, I was kind of blown away because for what I paid for this, I think I paid $175, and the build quality and then just the way the light looks, honestly worth it right there for 175 bucks. This is a major upgrade for me because for my past YouTube videos, I've been using this newer CN126. I don't really know what's all the numbers and the names and everything, so I'm gonna be looking at it a lot. But I've been using this light for probably 2 years, if that, and it's a great light, but it's not the best if you're using it in a key light situation. I just moved. I got my studio set up here. I gotta have the colored lights. And the one thing I really wanted was to have a really good key light, but at the same time, I didn't want to purchase something too expensive like the Aperture 120D. That's like $1,000 for that light already. And then of course you're gonna need a softbox because you gotta have it like this. Nice and soft. This is regular daylight, but hey, it works too. So I was looking around YouTube and I came across this Godox right here, the SL-60W, like I said earlier. And for what it was and all the other reviews that I watched on YouTube, this seemed like it was the light for me. So what it comes with, you get the light itself. So you got this honking thing right here. Wait, one second. This reflector also comes with it, standard reflector, which is good. You don't have to buy a reflector separate. So really, if you pull this out of the box like this, you can set it up, ready to go. You got a reflector on it, and you can use this as a light. But when I bought this light on Amazon, there was actually a package that offered a 60 centimeter softbox with this light. I'm not too sure what the brand is. It might be a newer softbox or something, but honestly, 60 centimeter softbox, perfect because I'm in a little condo in Toronto. This room is not that big. And the best part that I found out when I got this in the mail and I opened it up, it collapses. Because I thought this was gonna be one of those softboxes that you couldn't collapse and you'd have to worry about where you're gonna store it and like taking it apart and putting it back together. All this together, I paid $225. Like, I'm gonna leave the links in the description below because I think this is probably one of the best purchases for any startup YouTuber or a filmmaker just getting ready. You don't have that much money, you don't want to spend a lot, so $225, you get a really good light, you get the softbox, and you're ready to go. 2 days after I bought this, Aperture came out with its budget line, the Amaran. They got the Amaran 100D and the Amaran 200D. I probably would have gone with that if I didn't already purchase this. But at the same time, like in Canada, that Amaran light is still about $300. I got this light here and the softbox for under $250. I don't think you can go wrong with that. So when researching and looking at the specs, I believe this is supposed to be 55 or 5600 Kelvin, which is daylight, which I'm using right now. So like that's exactly what I needed. When we're talking about lux and how powerful this light is, I believe it's like, I'm just gonna pull up the sheet right here. So for the lux, it's 4100 lux within 1 meter. And the space that I'm working in right now, that is perfect enough. Like, I do not need a brighter light. And when we test this out in a minute, you'll see how bright this light is and how much it illuminates the room. So like, that's bright as hell for me. One thing I wish the softbox came with is a honeycomb grid because there is a lot of spillage off the softbox and a little too much comes on my backdrop, which is whatever, I can fix it and I can figure it out later. But if it did come with that honeycomb grid, then yo, $225? $225. Let's plug this in. Let's check out the light and see how it looks on this face right here. All right, so the light's set up. So now let's turn this thing on. Whew. That's bright. So there you go, this controller comes in handy. I'm definitely gonna be using this a lot. Currently, the light is at 10%. 10% is bright. Like, you do not wanna stare into the light at 10%, but let's just ramp this up and see how bright this light actually goes. 40%, 60%, 80%, and 100%. That is the output of this. Like, I need sunglasses. This is super bright. honestly, first impressions, like I know this is not the first time I've turned it on, but when I did turn it on for the first time, this light, like I said, it surprised me. Like for the price that you're paying, it's $175 for the light. And then if you get the combo package that comes with the softbox, it's about $225, $230. Like that's a really good price for a light. And out of all the equipment that I've ever bought for filmmaking or photography, it's probably the best purchase I've made. But right now it has the reflector on, so you can tell the light is really harsh on my face, and even the shadows behind me is pretty harsh. Let's switch it out for the softbox and see how that looks. Okay, so now we have the softbox attached, and you can tell the difference right away. We're still at 10% like we were initially when I put the light on with the reflector, and now we're about 10% with the softbox, and you can see it reduces the light a lot. So let's just ramp this up and see where we're gonna have to be. Like I'm sitting at like 35%. This is probably where I would keep it if I was doing this this talking piece right here to the camera. It's nice and soft. I'm looking at the monitor right now, and you can tell that the shadows aren't as harsh, and it just looks nice. Like it looks like a professional grade light, and you can't go wrong with that. For like I keep saying, $175. Like that's a great price for the quality of light that you're getting right here. Just for fun, let's ramp this up to 100%, see what we get out of this softbox, and 100% here. 100% isn't bad either. Like it's not as harsh as it was when we had the reflector on. You can tell the shadows behind me aren't as harsh. I'm looking in the monitor right now. I don't even think you can see my hairline like you could with the reflector. The harsh line of my hairline was in the backdrop there, but now it's all softened out and you can't really tell. So buying a softbox is probably a must, depending on what you're using it for, obviously, but I've always found that having softer light, softer shadows on your face always look a lot better, and this is doing its job. So let's turn this back down. I'm not gonna use that 100% ever. So let's go back down. Oh, shouldn't have had that burrito, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it at 50%. 50% look good. I got some nice light on my face. Shadows again are really soft. It's not spilling too much on the background, but like I said earlier, if it came with a honeycomb grid, this would be the best deal ever. After going over everything, for 2021, I think this light is still relevant. Obviously, it depends on what your budget is. I would love to have an Aperture 120D Mark II, but that's not in my budget right now. I think I mentioned it earlier. Aperture did just drop a budget line called the Amaran. They have the Amaran 100D and the Amaran 200D. Canadian, I think they're $300 to $400 for those two lights. I wouldn't oppose going after them, but I had already purchased this when I heard about the drop, and I am loving this light. So if you are looking to start a YouTube channel in 2021, or you're a filmmaker or photographer, I would definitely recommend to buy the Godox. I would definitely recommend to buy the Godox SL-60W. It's a great light and it's worth your money. What can I say? Let the light speak for itself. That's it for me. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like. Also, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the Godox SL-60W. Are you gonna go pick it up? Do you think it's worth it to have this light in 2021? Anyway, just leave it in the comments below. We can have a conversation. Lastly, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when I'm posting videos and you're back here and I can see your smiling faces. Well, I can't see your smiling faces, so that's bad. I'm just gonna stop there. That is it for me. Take it easy. Peace.
Look at you. You made it to the end of the video. I mean, you might as well subscribe now if you're gonna make it this far. And if you want, check out my Instagram at 6cinema. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video.